I am going to show you just how well they dissolve because it's very impressive. If you were like me and you had to stop using the pods because they weren't dissolving completely and then you had to redo your laundry over and over again, I think you're really going to like these laundry sheets. If you have sensitive skin like me, it's probably not going to be a problem because the company made sure not to put in any kind of harsh chemicals inside of this. The reason why I really like that is not only for myself, but I also do a lot of laundry for my dogs, things like their bedding or even their blanket. So I just feel a lot more confident using something like this. Now these sheets do dissolve completely. I am going to show you, but I wanted to point out that each one of these packs does come with these individual boxes like this. So it just makes it a lot easier in comparison to having to lug around something like a giant jug of detergent. You can get this unscented. I got mine in the fresh scent, and the best way that I could describe it is if you've ever hugged somebody and then you tell them how good they smell and their reply is that they just washed their clothes, that's exactly what this smells like. It smells very clean and very universal, so it's fine for me to use on my husband's clothes and on mine. It saves so much space by having these because it's basically like the size of a book to where you're just putting it away on a shelf. Now there are 160 loads but only 80 sheets, and that's because one single sheet looks like this. They're very easy for us to be able to break apart because we do have that perforated edge right here. So depending on your load size, it does have instructions on the back to tell you how many of these you might need. Now something important to point out is that if you have a top load washing machine, the company tells us that we need to put all of our clothes inside of the washing machine first, and then we're going to put our sheet right on top of it. So that's exactly what I do. They also tell us that if we have medium loads, then we can use just a half of the sheet here. For a larger full load, then we can use one full sheet. And then if you have heavy soiled loads or if you have an extra large load, they tell us that we can actually use 2 of the full sheets altogether. I've never used more than 1 full sheet and I haven't had any kind of problems. I have some warm water that I took right out of the tap, and I did want to show you how well everything dissipates with this. I have had a big problem with those little pods not dissipating all of the way, and then they turn into such a big sticky mess, but that has never happened when I use these sheets. So I am going to show you just how well they dissolve because it's very impressive. I also really like that I don't wash all of the scent out of my clothes when I use this. Everything dissipates well, but it also leaves that kind of gentle lingering fragrance left over. As you see, everything quickly dissolves with this, so you're not going to have to worry about any kind of mess. Don't worry, I am going to take this downstairs to put it into my washing machine. I like these a lot. I'm really glad that the company sent me this to try, and hopefully this helps.